Have you ever been in a situation where you're like trying to make something work and like you're trying to do so much to make everything perfect and smooth and you're overthinking every single possibility and you are just trying so hard and nothing's going right, and so you keep trying harder and harder to control the situation, and you just keep trying and trying and trying and nothing's working, and you are getting so stressed out, like burnt out, exhausted, and then someone just came along and took everything off your plate and said, "It's okay, I got this, I'll take this on for you so you can relax." Yeah, me neither. So, this is the story about how at 28 years old, after 10 years in the workforce, working in 95 for a corporate, I absolutely burnt out. I spent the better part of my 20s busting my ass for a job because I thought it would bring me money and recognition and happiness. I don't know. I wasn't really working for happiness. I just thought, well, everyone's always told me like make a lot of money, and what you see in the media is like if you have a lot of money then you can buy whatever you want and then you're pretty much happy, right? Like I just didn't really question the narrative. I didn't really realize there was a narrative that I had in my head. And it wasn't till I kind of hit this wall of like literally everything that I'm doing, I am holding so tight to trying to control the situation and doing my best and working my hardest to the point of utter exhaustion, that I hit a wall and I burnt out, and I was done. Like I remember the last 3 days before I quit my job, like I felt like my soul had left my body. I was just a body going into work. I was not there anymore. Um, yeah, that really sucked. And so I spent 10 years working to that point of wanting the money, the fame, the recognition, and I got a decent amount of it to the point where I was like, I'm exhausted and I have what I thought I wanted, but it's not giving me happiness or peace. And I see my coworkers more often than I see my husband. Um, and this is not the life that I wanted, and I have no idea what that life is, but it's not this. So after that burnout, I spent the next 6 years kind of just trying to figure out, like, well, what do I want? What is life about? What would make me happy? What is happiness? Like, literally studying, because I obsess and I research and I just love learning. Like, if I could only do one thing in life, it would just be to learn. Like, I'd learn everything that I could about everything I'm interested in. Not everything in the world. Not everything in the world interests me, but what I am interested in, that's what I would just do that to the end of my days. So I spent the next 6 years doing that and going on this, like, mental mindset journey, this emotional healing journey, shadow work, going into the depths of my own shadow and discovering what's there, and that I am totally awesome, and so are you, and acceptable in just being me and accepting like all parts of myself. And I realized that I behaved a certain way at work with my coworkers or with customers, and I would behave a certain way with my boss, and I'd behave a certain way with my parents, and I'd behave a certain way with my sisters, and I'd behave a certain way with my husband, and then with friends, and then completely alone by myself. I was like all these different people. And I had no idea that that is not a healthy way to live. Like, a healthy version of me is one that's totally integrated. I am one person living as me, the authentic, honest me in every aspect of my life with anyone who I'm with, no matter the environment. And I didn't realize that. I didn't realize how fragmented my personality was, until I started doing this work. And it really was an amazing journey to go on because, well, one, I learned so much, and that's like my happy place, right? Two, I became this integrated individual who like can feel confident in just being me with whoever I'm with. And I'm weird and quirky, and like I fucking love that about myself. I love my weirdness, and I love to share what I've learned with others and help other people feel like empowered about their own journey, and like encouraged, even though you may be going off like the beaten path of what's normal in society. Like, do that, that's what moves us forward as a society. I love like just praising the individualness and uniqueness in each of us. And yeah, just after doing all this, emotional work, healing, shadow work, all this stuff, and then going into spirituality and understanding, like, kind of from a mystic's point of view, like, what is life about? Why are we here? How does human being 101. What is that? I'm feeling like I have a pretty good sense of that. I feel like it's time to now share, come out of the hermit cave, if you will, and share with the world what I've learned. And I'm going to do that at first through my story, just retelling of everything that I've been through, because I don't think that my experiences are all that unique. I think my perspective probably is unique, but I think that my experiences are pretty common experiences that we all have. We all get frustrated. We all feel anger and resentment towards people that have wronged us. We all feel trapped and stuck at certain points in our lives. And it's kind of like this karmic cycle that we keep repeating over and over again, and we don't know how to get out of it. And other people would look at our problems and be like, oh, that's easy, just do this or that. But for some reason, it's a block for us. Like, we personally, individually struggle with certain things that other people seem to just like have. And vice versa. Other people seem to struggle with stuff where we'd be like, oh, that's so easy, just do this or whatever. And so I just feel like my experiences, like, while it's unique to my life, I think so many of us have gone through these experiences that are really emotionally hard, and we're not taught how to handle our emotions or how to be honest with them or sit with them or move through them, or what they even mean, what they're actually, that they're a language telling you what you feel and how you feel about the world around you, and they're not meant to punish you. Shame, guilt, things like that hold you back from actually feeling your emotions, and they are conditioning from society put on you, that we just need to shed. We need to get rid of that in society. It doesn't serve anyone, and it keeps us stuck in disempowered habits and thinking and feeling, and I'm just ready to be done with that. So, like, I'm excited to share my experiences and the way that I worked through emotions and how I feel. I feel like some people might struggle to express their emotions, their feelings, and their thoughts, and that's not me. So I feel like probably one of my strengths is to do that, is to share those things and to just be really open and honest and vulnerable, because I think that we learn from each other through hearing about each other's stories and experiences. So I feel like I'm rambling, repeating myself. I'm going to wrap that up and just say, like, this is my story. I'm Carissa. I explained it all, and I'm glad you're here.